Well, here you go, guys. This is what I call the big picture on the NQ. This is my monthly, my weekly, my daily, and my 12-hour chart. So each candle is 12 hours. Pretty much, this is how my mindset is. This is the super big picture. This is kind of see what's trend, how is it trending, and then the daily. It's kind of like a 1 hour chart for me. If you trade off the 1 hour, that's how I look at the daily. And then the 12 hour to me is kind of like a 5 minute, but I kind of see like at a bigger time frame, but kind of the moves and all that. That's how I kind of see it. So sometimes I get entries I look at here and the daily, but this is the one, the weekly, that shows me the trend. Pretty much from the big picture going down, it's stuck in a rut. 28.71 as of 9:21, and then the low on 24.92. Bounce off that 20. These are all the indicators that had a snap back up, caught up to the 50 again, and it's just a lot of conflicting indicators right now. I got a Fisher sell, but it's still green. It's still trending up, but kind of like in a range. Got a blue signal on the TTM squeeze, but the shorter time frame waves are pointing down. So it's kind of struggling, and you know why? Apple just kind of tanked it yesterday. And then when you look at the weekly, it's still above the 20 and above the 50. And you've got green candles. And look, TTM, TIMA just gave me a red cherry, and it's struggling right here on this week. And the CCI, they're all embedded. The 20, the 5, and the 50 are just right embedded, right under the 100. And market forecast is giving me a signal to the downside, which could sometimes be valid or not, but sometimes it could snap back up, like this one right here. It just came right down, gave me a snap back signal, and it went right back up, one right back down, and then it went right back up. So right now I got the PPS signal that is still up, and it's about. I mean, and two, one of the things that I always look at, it's the Fisher. When I have a purple Fisher signal, that means things are about to turn really bad. And I could give you a perfect example on 921, so you kind of see all my indicators look. Let's close this right here so you kind of see. I don't know what happened. It kind of blew up here. Oh, well, that's why. This was a 917 week, and then this was the 924 week. 921, look at the purple Fisher signal. Normally, when I get that, that's when I know. Sometimes you get it where it's a cluster that looks like this. It goes down, then it goes up, and it goes down. And that's why this is kind of always choppy for me, like a daily. It's like an hour chart. But when you look at it on the weekly, it's a little more different. We had a blue dark bar, TTM, and it just started tanking from here. Look at all these signals, all arrows, and then everything else just started falling in place. Sometimes this is the one that gives you an early. These come in early, these come in a little later. They lag, uh, and then you follow the candle colors, and they all going down. So we don't have that on the weekly. So that's why it's if you're gonna play this game, it's pretty much you know scalping here until once you see the trend changing. But right now it's still bullish. It's still up. Even though we got look at that, the small time for wave is still yellow. It's above. Even though this is everything's going up. This is like pretty much overbought area, and now it's heading down. It's at 75, and right there it's the 80. So it's kind of dancing there. But this is still pointing up. I don't even have an arrow, and normally the purple one is the big dog, but I do have a red one here. So that's that on the weekly. Look at the daily. What happened with the Apple earnings and everything else that happened. So it came all the way down. This is the 5 on the CCI, and it could just snap right back up because it's always wants to catch up to where the 50 and the 20 brothers and sisters are at. Got a purple TIMA signal, and the 20 is somewhere around here. I can't see it because I got a full moon signal there telling me that this Saturday it's full moon. But I believe, and this is my opinion, that it will affect, or will try to affect, or could possibly affect the markets on Friday. And then Saturday is strong, and that's when all the crazies and everything, the hospitals get full and whatnot. And then Sunday, it's still strong, it's not as strong. And then Monday, it's not, it doesn't have that much of an effect, but it could, have a light effect. But that's that on that. So that's why my indicator's there. And who knows, maybe it could be a turn towards the downside, going straight down. I got a Fisher cell. I have a cluster here, so it's been struggling, and now we got a dark candle. And look, but it could always snap back up. Got two dark blue ones, and this is below. This is my short time wave, and it's already negative, minus 1.3. So this is not looking good. It's still above the 20. The 20 is 27.15. Um, we will see. Tomorrow's going to be some good action, and next week. And then look, the 12-hour chart has been in a squeeze since the 14th, and that's what I originally believed, that this puppy was going to tank, and it did. It tanked, and I had my stop and at 261, and it just took me out, and it went straight right back up, and it trended higher, and it went as high as 27.68. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting until I got in at 27.60 and just shorted that puppy down and put a stop all the way to 27, I believe it was 81, around there. So now I got a signal to sell. Everything is, see, look at the cluster of pricing just going back and forth. So you get pictures like a 5-minute, but imagine this is a 12-hour chart. So now it's all heading down. Mobile's heading down. It snapped right back up. You see that snapback right here. It snapped right back up, and look, now it's heading down. The 50 CCI just came out of the 100 level, so now it's all trending. But I can see it probably catch up to there. Once that 50 breaks that middle line, then it's going to head down. And if this puppy goes straight down and stays under here, that's zoom mode. This puppy's just going to go silent hardcore. Got a Fisher cell. Now, if I see this Fisher cell over here, then this trend could be in trouble. We just got to wait to see it crack the 20 and the 50. And look, sell right here, still on a squeeze play. It's still on a squeeze play, but you can see that it's on a squeeze play selling down. Now, if I open this up a little more and raise this up, you can see that it popped up here, and now it's still heading down. So once you get a green trigger right here, this could be the beginning of the turn. I'm not saying it's a turn right now, but it could be the beginning of a turn. This is just pretty much indicators I'm using. The short time frame wave is all pointing down way below the zero line. So we shall see. You still got support at the 50. You got the 200. I believe this is the 500, and then you got the 100. So there's a lot of support here. We should see what's gonna happen. But as of right now, we got a squeeze play. And these squeeze plays pretty much is what's telling you is that price is in a range that it's going to explode to what direction. And normally what you do is kind of see where the direction, was strong from, and then kind of like, follow it down. But wherever this thing shoots, if you're risky, you can always, go on the short side. But as long as I don't see anything here pointing down, or some confirmation, it's very risky for me to take. So I just wanted to give you that kind of analysis on how I look at things. I call this the big picture, and this is no astro. This is just technical analysis, just using a lot of the indicators that maybe a lot of you guys have and use. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I guess when I have some time, or I guess in the future, I'll do one just like on astro, how I kind of like look at things and like in the heavenly way, with the influences and whatnot. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys again.